it's time to reflect on the week and plan for the next one. Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're working on weekly reflections and setting weekly actions for the next week. I am really struggling with staying consistent with my reflections, especially. So sharing them with you will help me as much as I hope it helps you as well. So if you want to do the process with me, you totally can, or you can just use this as inspiration or just enjoy it, you know? This week I am working in my makselife planner. This is the 2024 vertical. I also have some stickers from Planner Kate that we're going to incorporate. I think having these has helped a little bit, so I've used them one time only, but we're going to try some more, see how it goes, and maybe these will be like a staple that keeps me on track. Who knows? We'll try it out. And then I also have, of course, my Moxie dot markers. I have the markers too, but I think I just need the dots today. But we're going to incorporate some of those as well. So I have my reflections page here, and then here are my weekly actions for April 8th through the 14th. So I kind of like to do them side by side just so I can see immediately like where I'm at. And then if we go over here, this is where I'll do my reflections for the next week, April 15th through the 21st. So here is the week all done pretty much. I just have to do some to-dos over here. It was a good week. I definitely got a lot done this week and it was a good one, but there's some things that I can improve on. So to start, let's lay down these stickers. So I like these because they just, for some reason, help me stay on track. I don't know what it is, but they just kind of, they're helpful to put down the week before or the week of, I have realized. We're obviously doing this together, but in real life, I would put them down like when I make my weekly actions so that I can add to it throughout the week. I think that's a good way to do it if that helps you. But really, any way that works, do it. Last week, I did them in the wrong order, kind of. And it like didn't make sense to me. So we're going to go in this order here. So wins, what worked or what's working, and then what didn't work. I'm just counting 5 dots between each of these. Then lessons learned and adjustments. I think last week I put more dots between. Oh yeah, I see what I did there. I kind of want to move them down a little bit because I feel like I need a little bit more room in a couple spaces. So let me move these all down just a little bit. Thankfully, you can pull them pretty easily up from Planner Kate, which is nice. So I'm going to do 6 dots, I think, between each, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I like that a little bit better. Let me adjust so you can see both at the same time. So we're going to start with wins, but then I kind of tend to jump around. So I usually pick one color to go with. So I think I'm going to go with purple this week. So let me just put down a few dots so that I have them ready to go. We can always add more, but that will work. So wins this week. I chose to have a good attitude at work and I had one. So we are getting into state testing season. And I always help out quite a bit because I'm an instructional coach and I have a little bit more time in my day than everybody else. And I tried, and I will continue to try to go into that day or days with a good attitude and come out of it with a good attitude because we got to do it regardless. And if I'm like angry about it, that's not going to help anybody or the kids. So I really stayed positive and was trying to be as helpful as I could be. And that's what I need to do throughout school for the rest of the year. We have 24 days left and they can be good ones. I completed my wellness log for the whole week. That has really just opened my eyes to some things that I can work on for sure. I did get a haircut this week as well, and that was scheduled for like 2 months. Okay, what's working? My monthly review of my budget is really helpful. I've been doing that for a couple of months now, and it's just really helping me see where I'm overspending or like what's not working in my budget that I can adjust. Another win was my sister and I spent a bit of time together. We went to a show. It was really funny, and we had a great time. What's working is my 2 strength workouts a week, also spread out. So for several weeks, I was trying to do like one and then a rest day, or a different workout and then another one. And I need 2 days right now because I'm building muscle. So I need 2 days between those strength workouts to recover and come back better to do the second one. So that's something that I tried last week and it's working well. I'm going to go ahead and mark this off because we're doing it right now together. What didn't work? I did schedule a hike, but I'm not going to end up going. I'm actually going to go in May. I just need a day to catch up on some things. And it takes me anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to get back home to go on a hike. And because it just takes a while to like get into the park and get down into the canyon. And it just takes a chunk of the day. And I took off Monday in order to just catch up. And that's what I'm going to do. What also is not working is my motivation when it comes to filming. It's not there right now. For years, I did 3 videos a week, and I legit have no idea how I did that at this point. Because I'm doing 1 to 2 videos a week, and it still is like hard for me to do, and I don't know what has changed. Maybe my priorities or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just not. Once I sit down to do it, it's fine. But just doing it is the hard part. I'm also a little bit behind on some of my cleaning. What's also working is updating my budget. So I have a spreadsheet that I've been using for literally years, decades at this point. So since 2007, I have been using the same spreadsheet. It's a Google Sheet with my budget. If you want a copy of something similar, I have it down below. You can grab a copy of that. But it has always helped me. But checking in with it often is what really gets me. What also didn't work is my water intake. I was just off my game this week. I don't really know why. So I need to drink at least a gallon of water every day in order to keep my kidneys happy. And this week, not there. I also had a Coke. And what else did I have? Something else that I'm like is on my no-go list. Yeah, I don't know why I've been making bad decisions on that front, but I definitely need to drink my water because I feel so much better when I do. And that is a lesson. Another lesson is, so I went to a smaller grocery store yesterday. So I always order my groceries, but then this specific grocery store, it's called United. They're really only in Texas, I think. But they have like a stronghold on my city in Amarillo where I live. And they're amazing. Like I love shopping there, but it's kind of more expensive than where I order my groceries from. So going in and just going to the produce section and getting a little basket and picking up a few things. I'm excited to make a salad every night next week. It's going to be really good. And like, incorporating more veggies is definitely a goal that I have, and it makes me feel better too. So I need to make those small trips to the grocery store to get fresh produce just to help supplement everything. Another lesson is I've got some little baby muscles. Nothing crazy, but I have a little bit of a quad muscle now that's actually showing, and I love my legs when they are like toned and muscular, and that is bringing me some motivation. This guy Jordan Syatt, he's on Instagram and YouTube. He always says you make your own motivation, and it doesn't just come to you. Like you have to get started first, and then the results will be motivating for you. And that is what I'm seeing right now. So I just have to keep it up, and those results will be motivating versus like the other way around, if that makes sense. Another lesson is consistency needs to happen on the weekends too, not just the weekdays, because I feel like I've been sabotaging myself by doing really well for the weekdays, and then I get to the weekend and I just go crazy for some reason, just eat too much, not exercise, and sit down too much, and like not drink all my water and all of that. And I need to be consistent on those days too in order to see the results that I want. Okay, and then adjustments that I want to make next week. I want to get ahead on some filming stuff and editing because I think that will help me stay on schedule and be a little bit more motivated to film, perhaps. I need to drink all my water. I'm trying this new thing where I have a salad on the weeknights, and I'm going to keep that going and see how well that works. I've realized with my salads, I need a lot of variety in them, and I need something crunchy, and I need like just lots of different things in there. Like simple salads don't really work for me right now. And I mean, if I have like something else with it, sure. But like if I'm going to make a meal of it, I want lots of different things in there so it's interesting, and I need something crunchy. So that's something I learned about myself this week, and I will definitely use it next week. Another adjustment is I'm gonna catch up on some cleaning. Okay, so the little quick tip for this week is be flexible. There are many ways to arrive at your destinations. Stay anchored in your goals, but remain flexible in their execution. You may be surprised that when best laid plans go awry, something greater awaits you. I love that. Okay, so now that we have reflections done, let's move on to weekly actions for the next week. And this is where I like to bring in some of my Moxie dot markers just to make it look fun, you know? I used to just do like the same color throughout the spread, but like why not use these markers and have fun with it? Okay, so let's go to my monthly goals, which we probably need to take a second, yes, we do, to go ahead and update these because obviously I'm like 2 weeks behind. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so we're caught up now. I've got my little weekly trackers on here and I can kind of see where I'm at. So we're going to go through each category and add some things to my weekly actions. Let's start with personal. So I got my haircut done last week, so we're done with that. Tretinoin 3 times a week. I only used it twice last week, so we definitely need to get up to 3 times a week again. And reflection, of course. So I'm going to pull in those 2, and I don't think I have anything else to add for this week, so we'll just go with those 2. All right, fun and recreation. So let me work on both of these. I've got pretty much everything I need for my car camping stuff, and I have planned out, like drawn it out a couple of times. But I really need to do some measurements and figure out how I'm going to work everything out. My sister and I were talking about this yesterday, and I love the planning part. Both of us are planners. We love planning vacations, planning moving, planning anything, planning decorating, all of that. And so I was just telling her like how excited I am to go, but the planning part is also really fun. But for this week, I'm going to go ahead and put measure items for camping. So I just need to figure out like the specifics, you know? And then I think I'm going to go camp out in her backyard, not her backyard, her driveway one night, probably once school's out, and see what I need to change before I actually go and do it. But I'm getting very excited. This has been like since January, maybe even before that, like really like dreaming and hoping and just fun planning, and it's getting closer and closer to like becoming a reality, and I'm really excited. Okay, work and learning. I think I can finish my lesson plans for the year this week. I need to continue my good attitude, and I need to work on some purchase orders for subscriptions at work. So I kind of purchase all of our tech subscriptions and needs, and I have the quotes. So let me go ahead and mark that off. I just need to do the purchase orders for them and get those turned in so that we know when I come back in July to start working during my work days, we know budget-wise how things are going to be looking. I think I can get all of those done this week. I think there's like 8 of them or so for now. Some of the edtech companies will not leave you alone. They like hound you. I've gotten to the point where I've like almost blocked some of them because they will not stop. Like there's one company, I won't name them, but they will not stop emailing me every single day. And there's some that will even like call the school, and good Lord, it is infuriating. Like, let me work on my my schedule, especially after I've already told them, and they're just like, they will not stop. Okay, so I'm going to call my parents. I'm also going to call my grandmother, check in with her, see how she's doing. Health and wellness. Okay, so this is a big category for this month. Strength workouts have been going very well if I do them Monday and Thursday, or like Tuesday and Friday or whatever, like 2 days between them. So I'm going to continue that, like we talked about in my reflections. Water intake, we have to get back up to where I need to be. A walk for sure. I think I'll do one on Monday, but also maybe another one. Let's go ahead and say 2 walks, and using my wellness log. So we're just kind of stepping it up a little bit this week. Nothing crazy, but kind of pushing myself a little bit, especially with the weather starting to warm up and be just absolutely beautiful. I'm going to incorporate some more walks because I think that'll be really good for me. I just like get so not sad. I just get a little blue in the winter, and once spring hits, I'm like a new person. Okay, so financial. I get paid. No, we're not at financial. We're at spiritual and personal growth. Okay, so daily gratitude. I want to bring back the daily stoic this week. I took a little bit of a break last week, but let's try to bring it back and see how that works for me. And financial. So I get paid this Monday. I actually already got paid, but in terms of like when it actually deposits, this Monday. So I need to pay off my credit card again, get it back down to 0. It's got a little bit of money on it. So get that back down to 0, update my budget 3 times a week. Just make some good financial decisions. I overspent last month, and I need to get it under control. And finally, physical environment. So this is where I'm going to bring in, since I didn't get to it last week, I'm going to work on my laundry room. Just kind of catch up on some cleaning on Monday, maybe even get a little bit of ahead on my weekly schedule. And then later this month, I'll work on my yard a little bit more, but I mowed this past weekend, so it should be good to go. However, I'm going to add in that I need to water like every other day just to keep it, it's on the upswing. So like I would need to keep it in that direction. All right. So weekly actions are done for this coming week. I keep it pretty simple, as you can tell. There are a lot of really creative people, if you look on Instagram, that are just beautiful to look at. I know it works for them. I have tried different things, but simple works for me. And so I just go with what works, and like until it doesn't work, you know? But I love admiring people's weekly actions or their goals, because especially when they make them look like really graphic, I just love that. Now, as we finish up this video, I'm just going to add in these stickers for this coming week, because what I really want to get into the habit of doing is like adding to it throughout the week. And in fact, let's go ahead and reword this really quick and add that. So having this already set up will be kind of nice, and hopefully remind me when I look at my weekly actions, hey, add a couple things. All right, so I'm fully ready for the next week. I feel like reflection, when I do it, it really helps me. So, I just have to keep at it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or it was helpful for you, or both, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I tend to do goal videos twice a month. And share this video if you think it will be helpful to someone else. And I'll see you next time. Bye.